Hello. We have a new webcam. In fact, we have a very good webcam. Also, thank you very much, Thomas. That's very kind of you. You're just paying it forward. Yes, I picked up a Logitech. I've already forgotten what the hell it's called. But I have a very good webcam now. And I have it pointed to the table. Because if you guys realize, most times when I do physical review stuff, I usually am just trying to show off some items. Not my face. So now we have this, which is basically a presentation table and positioning, and everything's just well lit. This took a lot of time to set up, I'll be honest. Not today, I actually set it up a while ago, but it took a lot of time to get the lighting just right and stuff. And I'm not good with like webcam-y stuff. I'm not very good at lighting, framing, etc. So hopefully this works. We will see. Also, the mic position, my voice might sound a bit odd at times during this. We'll see. This is all kind of just a test. We're kind of testing the setup, kind of seeing how it works. It takes a lot of work to get on camera in just the right way. I know this from just hearing it from YouTubers and stuff, but regardless. So, so yes, Merry Christmas, everyone. And welcome to my first video involving my new webcam, which is Logitech. I want to say like C920S or something like that. Why is it that webcams have the most boring names and it's just a combination of random numbers so I can never remember them? I'm sure there's some like model numbering organization that makes sense, but regardless, we are here for Christmas with something special. We have here something very, very special. They may not look that special, but these are a specific thing. I've been wanting to do something since I moved to Canada. I've been wanting to cover Canadian items, Canadian foods and such. And what we have here are Canadian butter tarts. Now these are a treat that are had around the Christmas season, around the holidays, specifically a Canadian treat. And these are not only are these a unique thing, but also these specific ones, there's a bit of a backstory for this. My boyfriend works at Walmart, and basically, he knew a person that made award-winning butter tarts. And when I say award-winning, I mean she actually like went to competitions, got first place. Hers are really good, and these are them. He asked her if he could buy some, just for me, just for you guys, just so I could do this on stream. So that's really cool. I've never had these before, butter tarts. Now we have here four different flavors. We have, let's see, what were they again? Yes, we have, let's see if I can, I don't actually know which is which. They're kind of hard to tell apart, but I'm going to assume plain raisin, coconut, pecan. That's my guess. I know those flavors exist here. I'm just not sure which is which. But, so yeah, I'm really eager to try these. But, so I'm actually going to do a little backstory here I don't actually know what butter tarts are, really, beyond the fact they're some sort of pastry. They smell very nice. But we're going to be doing taste testing here. And, let's see here. So what is this? A butter tart is, I have an article up here written by, who is this written by? Written by author that didn't put their name anywhere. Heather Bott. Heather Bott says, I'm just going to read a little bit of this. Apparently, a butter tart is not that complicated. It's a simple, tasty Canadian dessert, similar to pecan pie or Quebec sugar pie, whatever that might be. That sounds interesting. I want to try that now. The basic recipe is just basically a flaky pastry in a tart shape, sugar, egg, syrup, and butter, baked and with a crunchy top. It is a bit solid. It's you can kind of tell by looking at it. It just has it's pretty solid. I mean, it can flake off if you mess with it too much, but it's not like really soft. It's got a bit of firmness to it. Apparently, and okay, of course, because Canadian item, there's a version called a bacon butter tart. Not surprised. There's apparently like butter tart ice cream and cheesecakes. So it sounds like this can be used as a base for other dessert items and other treats. And apparently, here in Ontario, where I live, butter tarts are specifically part of the kind of holiday culture. bakeries, festivals, which I'm sure that that the maker of these participate in some festivals too. So yeah, specifically in my province, they are specifically rather popular. So we're gonna try tasting these, and I'll tell you guys what I think. Now, again, I'm not sure which is which, but I mean, okay, well, this one's pretty obviously pecan. You can kind of look and see here that is loaded with pecans. Now, I'm not big on nuts, so I'm gonna start with this one, I think. So let's see. I'm not even sure how to eat this. I guess just take a big bite out of it. Mmm. Hmm. It has a very the outer shell, so to speak, very robust, good flavor. Simple, as the ingredients might list off. But a good flavor, and it kind of melts in your mouth actually a little bit. Very smooth. Even though I'm not big on pecans, that works very well with the filling. It's sort of like, it's sugary, but not like super sugary. Like if you've ever had any sort of treat in America, you know that a lot of things are loaded up with sugar. This feels like it balances the sugar. It's like it's not too much sugar. Like it kind of leashes itself back to give you a nice bit of burst of sugar, but without like overloading your senses with it. So there's also like, well, obviously there's a buttery taste, as you might imagine, this being called a butter tart. It's kind of a balance between butteriness and sweetness. It's really good. So that was the one I was least interested in. Now let's see if I can figure out the others. Well, I'm gonna guess this is probably the raisin. So, I mean, it looks almost identical to this one, but there's a few differences. A little bit darker. I think that was a raisin one. I think I tasted a raisin there. Telltale kind of squish, you know. That is not bad. It really is the same filling for each of these, I think. So it has the same kind of buttery, sugary balance as this one did. The raisin doesn't add a whole lot, in my opinion. It's just a little bit of extra sugar, but it's nice. Let's see here. So I've already forgotten what I also have. I think this is plain, and then this one is coconut. Right, coconut. I'm assuming this one's the coconut one because it stands out. It's quite different looking, as you can kind of tell. It's a very, very light color. It looks like it kind of frothed up around the edge, which is kind of interesting. I'm guessing that's what the coconut does. I'm guessing that's all coconut. Now, I'm weird with coconut. I don't really like dried coconut on top of cakes. I think that's really, it's like I'm eating sand or dust. That's kind of the impression I get when I eat dried coconut. But the way this is cooked, this might actually be really good. Let's give this a shot. Part of the challenge is just eating these. It's not getting crumbs everywhere when I take a bite. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the coconut one. That is, I think that is using dried coconut, but it's mixed with a filling in such a way that it's gotten quite moist. You can actually see here, if I like take a cross section here, you can see just how moist the inside is. That syrupy sort of filling is really nice, and it mixes quite well with the coconut. I'm not a big fan of dried coconut on top of cakes, mostly because it's just this dry layer right on top, and I find that a bad blend. But with it mixed in like this, now the dried coconut isn't so dry, so it actually is quite nice. It has a nice little bit of robustness to the flavor. Not bad. I suppose I should have started with the plain one as a baseline. but that's okay. So this should be the plain one, if I haven't gotten these all mixed up. It's quite, by the way, disclaimer, I might have gotten all these mixed up, but I can still describe the good flavor of each one regardless, even if I can't differentiate perfectly. So, the plain one. Let's see if this actually is the plain one. Actually, I think that's the one with raisins. You can see a raisin right there. So I think I may have mixed up the plain and raisin, but that's all right. Well, yeah, that has more of a burst of flavor than the other one, so that makes sense. Compared to this was the plain one originally. Whoops, I broke it. Oh no. But yeah, these are really nice. They're very savory. Not as sweet as you might think they might be. They remind me a lot of like a butter cookie. Like if you've had a particularly buttery like sugar cookie. Like that. That kind of makes me, that's kind of what this is. Like the outside of this is kind of like a very buttery sugar cookie with a nice balanced butteriness flavor inside with the filling. So these are really nice. I could definitely see why these won awards, because the consistency is just right. It's like perfect, like just the right amount of ingredients to breading and such. This is really good. I would give that, as far as like desserts go, like if I was judging off of all desserts ever, I'd give these about an 8.5, I would say. They may not seem terribly high, but there's an awful lot of desserts I don't like. So, and the fact that I'll even give the pecan one my approval, which I don't normally do. I'm not finishing these, by the way. These are incredibly, like, they're not super rich, but what they are very, they're filling. This is a very solid crust, this outside portion of the pastry. It's, even eating just one of these would make me feel pretty full. So that's a taste test. I'll get around to eating these later. Don't you worry, I won't let them go to waste. But yeah, butter tarts. These are really cool. And yeah, so this is the inaugural Canadian food tasting episode. I'll be doing more of these, don't you worry. I had plans for other Canadian foods I want to try. Even just some store-bought stuff that looked weird. I'll probably do at some point. So yeah, I hope this was kind of fun. I don't know. Food tasting is kind of a thing I like to watch in the past on Channel Awesome, back when I was actually watching on that site before I left it. Channel Awesome, Brad did a lot of food tasting, a lot of drink tasting. I always found that fun. Just kind of a chill thing to watch. So I figured I'd do some myself at some point. But yes, butter tarts. A very robust delicacy. Well, I don't know if delicacy is the right term. Actually, you can call something a delicacy even if it's made of simple ingredients. If those simple ingredients are combined correctly. Yeah, these are very nice. Very, very nice.